Recently, I had one of my clients capture 83 leads organically using the sticker tap feature on Instagram. And I want to show you the exact strategy, step by step by step, that we actually implemented on his profile to actually capture that amount of leads. Now, he doesn't have the biggest following in the world. It's not about paid traffic. There's so much that can be captured, and there's so much opportunity still out there using organic strategy. And if we have a look at how most people are actually using social media as a user, they are just using concepts and certain areas of social media that are very quick. So we've obviously got the rise of TikTok, where things are just swipe, swipe, swipe. The attention span is very, very low. Now, the sticker tap feature on Instagram right now is a very, very easy way and fast way for people to actually engage in your story. So what we can do is we can capitalize on this when it comes to promoting your service or your product online. And this is what I want to walk through today, step by step. So a client example just here, this is one of my clients, Alex. So there is a 5-step process throughout this sticker tap strategy. Now, the first step, and I'm going to walk through this step by step for you. Now, the first step that you should take is make sure that your Instagram stories are completely clear. So there's nothing else on there. This won't have the effect that it actually needs if there's 10 other stories before this, because people are in the habit of just flicking right through if you've got too many stories. So you need to make sure that your Instagram stories are completely clear. Now, the best day to actually get your clients to buy into you a hell of a lot more is typically a Sunday, the day of rest, the day of self-reflection, the day where most people are flicking through their phone actually on that day. And if you sell on this day, you'll more than likely have a better effect actually using this strategy. So I always recommend on a Sunday if you can. Throughout the week though, this still works, but to get the best of the best advantage using this strategy, then do it on a Sunday. Okay, so story one, what we need to do is we need to answer that question: who the hell am I? Why should you listen to me? First and foremost. So as we can see here with Alex's first story, he's done exactly that. So Alex is actually a short form content editor. So he actually does a few of my bits as well. He's very, very good at what he does. So he creates short form content. He crops content down, subtitles it, add graphics, etc., to grab a lot more attention on business owners' profiles. So that's his business model. Now, he's broken this down on this first story right here. So very, very clear. He's clearly in the middle of actually editing something right now on this story. I've spent 6 years using professional editing software to help create reels, YouTube videos, podcasts, cinema promos. I've generated clients 4 times real views. So he's telling you who he is and why you should listen to him. Really, really important for that first story. And he's answered that fantastically. Second story, we then need to go into validation. So now that we've proven, okay, this is who I am and this is why you should listen to me. Next, we now need to show, right, this is who I've done it for. This is who I've actually helped out. This is who I've actually helped 4x their actual views on social media with short form content. So what he's done here is he's used the green screen feature. He's talking over, he's adding context to that validation, something that most people do not do. For you to stand out in the crowd, you need to allow your audience to really resonate with what you're talking about. And the only real way that you can actually do that is to add a story, add context to that piece of validation, result, or testimonial. So he's talking over this. This is my client. This is like where this client was actually at. This is what we wanted to achieve. This is what we actually talked through. And these are the results that we actually got from this client. We're adding a timeline. We're adding context. We're talking about that result in a lot more depth and detail rather than just putting up a screenshot of a result. So add a lot more context to it. So story 2, validation. Story 3, the exact same thing, but a different concept. Okay, so we're doing the exact same thing, talking over, adding context. We're showing another piece of validation. Story 4, the exact same thing. So now we've got 3 pieces of validation. So no one can now argue with Alex that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So we've got who he is, why you should listen to him, validation one, validation two, validation three. Okay. All with context, talking over it, adding his personality to it, walking and talking through that entire client journey, which is fantastic. Then, as soon as we've done that, we've now earned the right to give the call to action and put that call to action out there. Now, the call to action needs to be extremely clear, and the sticker tap needs to be clear as day to actually hit that, tap that sticker. And in regards to the actual copy on that final story, the same thing. So I'm taking on just 5 of us who want to achieve 2x their IG engagement in 90 days. So we're aiming for 5 more people. That's who we're trying to target, clear as day. We've got the result. So we're going to 2x your IG engagement, and we've got a time frame in 90 days, clear as day. Who we're looking for, what we're looking to achieve with that client, when we're looking to achieve it, clear. Simply tap the sticker below for more information. Call to action, again, clear. We're being very, very direct on this last slide and very clear with where we're actually looking to send that follower to actually tap that sticker. Now, if we have a look at this whole process, just from start to finish again, I really want you to implement this. I advise that you implement this into your content strategy when capturing leads. So again, just to recap, making sure that you clear down your Instagram stories. We don't want any of the stories on this day. Who are we? Why should you listen to me? Really, really important that we answer that. We've got validation one, adding context, telling a story about it, adding a lot more meaning and getting that piece of validation to actually resonate with our audience. Then we're doing it again, and then we're doing it again, and then we've earned the right to actually ask for the call to action. And with the call to action, we're being extremely clear. This is who I'm looking for. This is the result I'm going to give you. This is when I'm going to give you the result. This is where to go if you want more information. So implement this strategy. This got 83 leads for one of my clients and has worked fantastically well for quite a lot of the other people that I'm actually working with. So I wanted to share this simple strategy with you to help you organically get a lot more leads. And this is exactly what I do day in, day out with all of my clients. I help clients find more leads, set more sales calls, close more deals. So if you're interested in finding out a lot more strategies outside other than this, then hit the links below that I'm actually going to put in the description below of this video, and I'll see you soon.